Went to another country for work, girlfriend trashed our apartment. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. This is a bit of an older story, but still haunts me to this day. I have been cheated on several times in the past, but I think this one case was truly the most disrespectful encounter of all for me. This took place more than 7 years ago. I've moved on. It's just here for the story now. I was a young professional finding my way in the world. My girlfriend at that point in time had moved in with me extremely fast in the relationship. She was supposed to move in temporarily, then once she landed on her feet she would get her own place. Unfortunately, medical issues and career paths conflicted with each other heavily. Hindsight, she really didn't think through anything, suffering from epilepsy and pursuing a career as a photographer. She was unable to tap into the industry since she could not work with strobe lighting, due to the fact she had epilepsy. She ended up never moving out and her parents paid her half for everything. We lived together for about 2 years. Since she had expensive taste and high expectations, we had to constantly upgrade apartments to ones that were just barely within our budget. Eventually we landed in a place that was perfect for everyone. I was slowly making more money, and she got a standard service job serving ice cream. I began to have suspicions that she was speaking with other men. Fast forward some time, intimacy fizzled out, her epilepsy began to get worse as her stress got worse. What made things worse was she was hiding her drinking and cocaine use from her neurologist, parents, and myself. Ultimately, she blamed that I put too much stress on her. My requests of doing her own laundry, and cleaning up after herself was adding unnecessary stress. The bread of the story. I was tasked with going to another country for work for roughly a month and a half. Clear across the other side of the world. So I understood I would not get to speak to her often, but obviously everything would be fine. During the entire month and a half I was away she spoke to me twice via text message. When I returned, I drove home happily to see the girlfriend I ever so dearly missed. When I returned to our home, she was not there, at work. The apartment was literally destroyed. Broken glass throughout the kitchen, my wine glasses filled with cigarette and weed ashes from a bowl. Slamming the side of the pipe to empty it into a wine glass. Still boggles my mind. Piles of clothes 6 feet tall, as she said she had a clothes party where she and her friends tried on all of her old clothes. I got upstairs crying, still coping with the jet lag. I get into bed, finding dude's boxers that are not mine and empty condom wrappers on her side. I fucking died, you guys. Devastated. She arrives home screaming oh shit. She was completely drunk, and forgot I was coming home. I confronted her, she made a lot of excuses and she begged for forgiveness. I'm a young sad boy so I, of course, forgave her with broken trust for whatever reason. Fast forward 1 month. We move out going separate places, but remain together. I didn't hear from her for about 2 weeks and called her on my birthday. She said it was best we break up, then asked if she can take me out to dinner for my birthday. The audacity, right? So I said, no, I think this is a gift enough. It is absolutely crazy how terrible and selfish people can be. Here are some of the best comments from our community. No, I think this is a gift enough, no more sad boy right there, I think you just grew a foot taller at that moment. Sorry, but just because you want to believe someone cares about you and will change but never does anything to show you they have changed. Just put this as a life lesson and hopefully you won't be so gullible the next time. So glad I have been out of the market for decades now, I really feel for young guys these days, cheers to you. Here is the second story. I found out my wife has been cheating on me with same AP. Okay, so, I'm 24 years old, my soon-to-be ex-wife is 25 years old. We literally have been dating for 7 years, married 3 years, with a daughter that's 16 months old. For context. 1. I'm the only one that works, and I make around $100K a year, plus the extra I make on trading crypto/stocks/NFTs. 2. Our condo is fully paid off, from my hard work. 3. She has been treated with so many material things. Big and small. I bought flowers and little surprising gifts regularly. 4. For example, I bathed our baby since the day she was born. Every single time. Not just to help out, but because I loved it. 5. I helped clean the house every other night. She would take the baby to sleep, just so we could sit, relax, make us some coffee, watch a movie, cuddle or whatever. 6. Dead bedroom, not because I wanted that. I was always ready to go, and I would always make sure she comes first when it comes to her needs. 7. Always helped her mom and dad that are overseas, with money and everything else. I do have to admit since day one they loved me as their child. Still do, they don't know anything about this. And many more things. I suspected something was wrong, she was acting weird when I found out. She admitted everything, bursted into tears, begged me not to leave her. I guess it's too late for that. She already did cheat, physically and based on the texts, emotionally in some way. She does literally cry and asks me not to leave her, every single day, a few times a day. Like it's so weird, what are you crying about, if I was so bad that you needed to cheat on me? I know for a fact she's not in contact with AP, even told me when he texted her while I was at work. She even screenshotted it and asked me what she should do. I told her do whatever you want, you got yourself in that position, it wasn't me. She sent him a text saying how everything she did was a huge mistake, that it should have never happened, that she actually loves me, and she can't imagine losing me, etc., and asked him not to text her anymore. She even blocked him. I would love to stay together because it will literally kill me not being able to see the kid every single day. But you know what I figured? I would rather suffer not being next to her all the time, than seeing her grow up in a household where things don't work the way they should. One thing that's really confusing me. Wife does not want anything. She does not want the car. She does not want the condo. She does not want the money. She doesn't want a single thing. She says that if I decide to divorce her, and if I can't forgive her, all she wants is a little help with the kid, and making sure if she can't afford everything for her that I step in and help. Shit, as long as I'm alive, I'll make sure my kid is taken care of. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Get a separation agreement in writing while she is feeling guilty/remorseful. Depending on the country you are in, she is likely entitled to spousal, child support. People cheat for a reason, and unless they are very mentally unwell, it's never he treated me too well and fulfilled all my needs. She is broken inside, she cheated on you in a long-term manner because she needed something that you could not fulfill, self-love. The dead bedroom, the lack of sex, this was because she received that from him, and with the confrontation and death of her affair, she suddenly wants you? There is nothing wrong with reconciliation, but if you're going to go that route you need to understand that she needs massive amounts of therapy. You will likely never trust her again, the fantasy is dead. You need therapy too. You sacrificed so much of your desires and wants and were submissive to her because of your own issues. Do not make any decisions now, talk to a lawyer, talk to a therapist, take some time away from her so you don't trauma bond. As far as your daughter, I know firsthand how much it kills a man to separate, and it will likely be thrown in your face when you leave, but 10 years on, and I can say that my relationship with my kids, while not what I expected, is closer than ever. I left when my daughter was 4 and she doesn't even remember that age, so it was always like this for her. It's not the life you counted on, but it can still be a rewarding life. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.